Hey, hey, welcome to the show, Mutagen Nation, getting ready to go. DB Dornake'S brilliance been denied too long. He's a lizard man underground, and he smells real strong. He's a reptile braining lots of movies to screen. He's crazy, maybe, but he's never mean.
Morons!
Fired from the dump, his genius dismissed.
The great DB Dornake'S getting tired of this!
Hey, hey, welcome to the show, Mutagen Nation, getting ready to go.
For too long have I sat by while others have denied me my fair share. With my genius, I will use the garbage of this world, forgotten and thrown aside like myself, to exact my revenge upon the populace using public domain footage. Mutagen Nation warns you to wear sunglasses as we beam the films directly to you at their highest setting. Prepare yourselves, the test subjects, because this is Dornake'S Revenge Live.
Hey, hey, welcome to the show, Mutagen Nation, getting ready to go.
Hello, my fiends. Hello, my dear little test subjects. It is I, the great DB Dornake, and I'm so glad to be here on Facebook Live. If you're watching this when I later upload the video on YouTube, you're going to want to hit the like and subscribe button. But if you're just here with me on Facebook, please share this around so others can get my message. Now, let's get started. Soon the subliminal messaging will take its effect, and you will be under my complete control. Thank you for watching. I am really glad to be here. You'll notice I'm not a puppet. Yes. Well, I'm not really actually a puppet. Yes, you see, well, let me explain. I'm really a reptilian. I admitted that a long time ago, and, well, it was in the intro as well, obviously. What you're seeing here is an illusion. Behind me, is a green screen. Show him, computer. Yes, a green screen. You see, I use this because, well, it's really pretty friggin' awesome. and I can actually have any really background that I want, you can put it back on the laboratory there for me. Computer, good job. Now, I leave it here. I live here full time, so I just figure I'll put up a picture of my laboratory. And I live here full time now. I don't actually go have a job anymore at the dump because my boss back there, when he was going through all my research and inventions just before he fired me, saying that I wasn't allowed to steal garbage from the dump to build doomsday devices. He thought he was so smart. I'll fix him. I'll fix all of you. But anyways, I was just saying all of this is really just an illusion, expertly crafted, obviously, by me. The greatest genius in the tri-state area, possibly the world. Now, but just like the background, also my personage that you see here before you is, well, it's really just an illusion. This skin that you see, well, it's, the skin that you see is really not really my skin. I'll be honest, I'm really a scaly mess underneath all this, my true form would really break your minds. I'm gorgeous, really, but, well, you moronic humans, you can't really handle anything, you lightweights. But the skin, well, this is just a meat suit I've been wearing for years so I can get a job and, mix in between all of you. Greasing in between you. Now, well, sometimes I gotta send the meat suit off to the cleaners. And when I do, well, I like to wear, well, my felt suit. Because it's soft, it's kind of like wearing pajamas. For you folks, human-ish people. Now, anyways, ever since I lost my job at the dump and I decided to, well, not really bother finding another job and just devote myself full time to my revenge. Well, ever since then, sometimes I just like to take a lazy day, and just wear my felt suit instead of the meat suit. It's tighter. I have to have mutagen carry me around, and it's comfy. But occasionally you'll see me be what you think is a puppet. Well, it's not really a puppet, all right? It's me, your good old buddy Dornak. The destroyer of Kentucky. Now, let's get on with the revenge. Now, today I'll be exacticating my revenge in an even more unusual way than I usually extracticate my revenge unusually. Instead of actually playing a film, so people, that people have come to expect and likely prefer, I will be doing something very different. Instead of playing a film, I will instead be playing a radio drama. Now, it's an old radio drama. It's public domain, of course. And now I do love using the public domain to destroy the world. And how do I do it? Why, of course, I use my satellite. Let's show him the satellite computer. Yes, look at it. Look at my precious satellite. Yes, the satellite is just like the background and my own skin. Of course, it only looks like a camping grill with yellow rope tying it together and clothes hangers wrapped in aluminum foil. It only looks like that. I did that so no one would, notice it. Maybe they might think it was some other camping grill, left out there somewhere. I'm a genius, and I thought, that way they might overlook it when they're out there scanning the skies, trying to stop me. But it thinly veils its awesome power because it contains within it the Dornake Industries satellite and laser cannon.
Hey, Dornake, you home?
Yes, yes.
Door's open.
Patent.
Hey,
Not
Dornake,
pending,
I had
of
a
course. One moment.
small
we have just
favor I wanted to ask you.
Sorry about that.
I'm going out of town next week on vacation.
Patent never really pending on the satellite because I refuse to acknowledge the government or whatever's right to tell me what is and what isn't legally, mine and created by me. That's like saying, like I didn't invent Velcro. Anyways, morons, since this time I won't be playing, a film, I didn't really have, anything for to show on video. And that seems like, that's boring, maybe. And really, a waste, really, because, I'm looking for revenge for the world, tossing aside my brilliance. There are a lot of things. So a lot of things are also looking for revenge, like, well, you know, these socks. Yes. Here's a bunch of misused, mismatched socks that I found while I was working at the dump. Yeah, you threw them away. Yes, you threw them away, didn't you? Yeah, but I found them while I was working at the dump. I mean, they were being rejected just like me. The video of these old socks will be downloaded via Facebook Live to my satellite, along with the audio of the radio drama The Creaking Door. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a moment. But first, well, we need to get to my voicemail. Can't destroy the world with unchecked voicemail. Let's see. What do we have here first? Hey, it's Pete from the EPA.
What's up, DB? It's Pete from the EPA. I can't really do anything to help you along the process with your killer clown college. I can help you get approved the blood pool, but the rest of it, you're going to have to go through the Department of Education. I don't really have any contacts over there, so I'm sorry, but, it's a killer idea. We'll talk to you soon.
Well, it's always rewarding when my contacts can help me get stuff through, be my eyes and ears out there while I'm out submitting all these ideas to take revenge upon Kentucky and then, really the rest of the world. But this is already a side gig. I've been submitting these new ideas to the EPA for years. Sometimes, my idea is like a college where we train regular clowns to be killer clowns. It just doesn't pan out. I think it's crazy. Waka waka! What's next? What do we got here next? It's Holly.
Hey, Professor Dornak, I just wanted to leave you a message and thank you so much for the birthday gift. I absolutely love homemade salsa. Ooh, that'll send your nose hairs. I can't wait to try this. So thank you again for the gift. I really appreciate it.
Well, good deal. I don't just like to destroy stuff after all. I am also a genius inventor sometimes, and I like to make, stuff. I don't always get thanked for it either, so that was really good. Usually, you invent a birdhouse that squirrels can't get into. And it's got a few chainsaws, maybe a few high grade explosives, and there goes the neighborhood. It can make you feel down, So I'm glad to hear that my experiments in the culinary arts have been appreciated. I had worked out a few little tricks that I really think it really turned out well. So I'm glad that you liked it. Oh, look. Oh, we got another one here from a horror host like myself, Dr. Dread.
Might as well give it a shot.
Is it a rotary phone? What is that thing? Oh. Must be really far out there. I don't think they've got very good technology out there.
Hey! DP, my old friend. When you get this message, can you give me a call back? Seems I've forgotten how to reattach this. That is all. You know my number.
Oh, geez, man. I don't know. Hey, listen, common misconception. I'm not really, a doctor. I look like one, the lab coat, but it's actually, I'm not actually credentialed anywhere. You're the doctor, Dr. Dread, or if you don't, if you don't fix it, send it send it to me. I could use it for, research. But no, I'm not a doctor. I get called one a lot. I got the lab coat because I used to pose as a laboratory scientist at local colleges. If you put me in one of these things and people just believe that you belong there, And then I was contacted by this shadowy organization known as the University, who they employed me as an honest-to-goodness professor, and I served there for many, many years until...
Incoming voicemail from Holly Chrysler.
Chrysler? Oh, Holly Chrysler. She must be thanking me again for the hot
Hey, Dornak, you home?
salsa.
Door's open. Hey, Dornak, I had a small favor I wanted to ask you.
I guess that one,
I'm going out of town next week on vacation, and I was hoping maybe you could do me a small favor.
This is
Pet sitting smokestack
trying to
for
come
me.
through and tell
Look!
me.
He's better trained than he was last time. Okay, we took him to classes.
This
The
is
bites
from the
aren't nearly as
Hollow
deep.
Earth.
The cuts not
Oh,
nearly
yes.
as long. It's getting pretty manageable now, really. And all you gotta do is just feed him, and it's pretty simple stuff. Maybe like take a couple days and think it over. Get back to me if you want. Maybe, I don't know. I'd get you like a steak and a case of beer. Let me know. Later.
Well, yes, that's from the void. That was a view into the hollow earth. Now, let me tell you about that. You see, I discovered this while I was tunneling for my secret underground laboratory, and that was a voicemail. I think it got mislabeled for Holly. Yes, I have a entrance to the hollow earth. We talked about that last time I was on here, really my laboratory here is as close you can get to the center of the earth. Because I found as I was tunneling that actually an entrance to the hollow earth. And, that was a view into the void, that creature. Yes, but, let's see here. What else do we got here? I think that's it on our voicemails. I think what we're going to do now... Here we are. What we're going to do now is, we've got a radio drama. And, you morons, you probably don't really want to watch me picking my nose, mainly because, that would hurt because, really, I have claws. But, you probably like that anyway. But, no, I thought this would be better if we just were to put up a bunch of socks. Just some of my dirty laundry, really. And I thought, maybe this might be interesting while we play a radio show. It's a really good audio drama. Here we go, and let's see. Now, what we've got here is a drama that's called Alive in the Grave, and it was by the Creaking Door. Now, let's see here. I'm going to hit play, and then, you can just watch these smelly socks that I got. Here we are. And enjoy. Yes.
I have sailed. I have moved about this world of ours, and ever in search of the finest of its kind.
Because that's really just an ad, but we're going to go ahead and play it anyway here. I have flown. I have sailed.
I have moved about this world of ours, and ever in search of the finest of its kind, we bring you the tops in spine chillers. The Creaking Door. Manufacturers of State Express 3/5 Filter King cigarettes take pleasure in presenting The Creaking Door. Good evening, friends of the Creaking Door. The Creaking Door is open, so do come in. Feeling the chill of these winter's evenings? Wait until you've been with us a little while. You'll freeze with fear. Get 3/5s. Get the taste. 3/5s by State Express. Get the taste of international success. The taste that's uniquely 3/5s. Only when no expense is spared in its making can a cigarette taste so right, so smooth, so satisfying. 3/5s. Get the taste. The taste that State Express created for you. The taste that has made 3/5s the king-size cigarette of international success. Get 3/5s. Get the taste. The caretaker and the ashen-faced, trembling young man make an odd pair as they stand by an open grave under the pale moon. In the grave itself is a coffin. The lid has been prized open, and inside the corpse of a middle-aged man. The caretaker warns, "Oh, I've heard about blokes like you. Read about grave floppers. I never thought I'd come across one. Yeah, I've sent for the cops, young man. Don't you try no rough stuff. I'm a match for you any day."
But you don't understand.
Hey?
I've tried to save his life, and now it's too late.
Yeah, don't you give me that. This fellow was given a decent Christian burial. You desecrated...
Desecrated, you say? Isn't it desecration to bury a man while he's still alive?
Yeah, what you talking about? You don't think people go around being buried alive these days, do you? I don't know what to make of you. I watched you this afternoon. I thought you looked a bit peculiar. I knew what you was doing at a pauper's burial.
He shouldn't have had a pauper's burial. He shouldn't have been buried at all. I could have saved him.
You better think up a good story. Something told me that you was up to no good. No, don't you try no rough stuff. I've already warned you. I watched you. The police are on their way. Breaking open a coffin like that, I knew you was up to something, but I never thought...
It's because I let him get buried alive, and I was ashamed. Let him get buried alive for a measly £50. Now he's dead.
Hey, you come out of a loony bin or something. Now that I've had a better look at you, you don't look like no grave robber.
I'm not. Listen.
What's he to you, this fellow we buried today, eh?
Nothing. Except I'm responsible for his death. I touched him. He's cold. Cold as
death. He's only been in the ground a few hours. They don't stay cold like that. Sometimes we get an exhumation order. We have to dig him up, see? You'll be surprised how warm they get.
He is dead, isn't he? I mean, I brought this piece of mirror with me. There's no breath. Look.
I don't have to look. He's been in the municipal ward for 2 days. He's given a pauper's burial. Now then, what's it all about, young man? I want to go home. He was dead all right when they buried him.
But not when the ambulance took him to the morgue. You see, I know.
You know? Oh, is he a relative of yours?
I never knew he existed until 2 days ago. I've been tramping the streets looking for work. I didn't want to go home. If you could call that one-room bedsitter Lil and I occupy a home. It was still ringing in my ears, the things she shouted at me as I left her.
I've come to the end of my tether. I've pawned everything. Look, even the wedding ring you slipped on my finger in the church. What did he say? And all thy worldly goods. That's a laugh. You were going to share all your worldly goods, were you? Well, if you don't get some money or a job, I'm walking out on you, do you hear? I'm walking out on you, and I'll go and live with my sister. At least I'll get some warmth and 3 square meals a day.
Oh, don't say that, Lil. Was it my fault that I fell sick? That I'm not allowed to work in the factory anymore? I've tried, Lil, I really have. Everywhere I go, they look at me and say, no vacancies.
Not my fault either. I warn you, Joe Harris. I can't take much more of this.
I know, honey, I know. I'll get something today, really I will. I promise. It was a promise I couldn't keep. Pounding the pavement, watching the dislike and fear in the eyes of the well-fed as they said, no thank you. Fear that one day they might become like me. And then I saw him. I was cutting through Duke's Lane. Nothing on either side except a huge brick wall. He was a short, fat little man. Our steps were loud in the quiet thoroughfare. I don't know what he's stopping for. Does he think I'm a cushion? That I'm a gangster or something? I suppose I look like something that crawled out of a piece of cheese. Well, Alfred! Governor, you all right? It can't be. He's gone mad. Don't seem to be any breathing. I wonder who he is. Let's see. He must have something in his pocket. Holy blimey. All this money, but must be 50 quid here at least. Poor swine. What good is his money now? I better call a cop.
If you don't get some money or a job, I'm walking out on you, do you hear? I'm walking out.
There's nothing anybody can do for this poor swine. I'll find him soon enough. What does the guard do in a case like this? Beat it, you fool. Beat it with the first decent money you've had in months. Somebody will find him. Run. Lil.
Joe, you've got some money.
That's right, Lil. 2 £5 notes, 31 £1 notes, and the rest in 10 bob notes.
Oh.
It all adds up very nicely. 50 quid in all.
Oh, Joe, honey. Hi. How did you get this money? You didn't go and do anything silly, did you?
Such as what? Rob a bank? I wouldn't know how to start.
But how did you get it?
You'll never believe it. Remember I told you that when I was in the sanatorium, there was a fellow there with the same lung trouble named Ted Brown?
Yes.
Well, I lent him a quid.
You lent him a quid? Well,
I was still drawing my wages, wasn't I? We didn't know that the doctor wouldn't let me go back to the factory. Wasn't so bad then.
All right. What about this Ted Brown?
Well, I'll meet him in the street, see? Says he'd been looking for me everywhere. Wanted to repay me the quid.
Go on.
Well, we goes into a pub to have a drink. There was a bookie there, and Ted said he'd had a hot tip for the double. It won, Lil. 50 smackers.
Oh, Joe. 50 smackers. Oh, I love you.
Lil went to get some groceries and a couple of bottles of beer. I sat on the bed and had a further look at the wallet. Having taken the money out, I thought it would be empty. There were 2 pockets, both with plastic windows. The first held a card which said, Harold Maxted, 26 Fairley Street, Hornsey. And then I looked at the second plastic window. There were strange words printed on a white card. It said, I'm not dead. I'm subject to a form of cataleptic illness which may appear to cause death. If I'm found, notify Dr. Alfred Miller, Hornsey, 6641. No, it can't be. Not dead. Cataleptic. What have I done? What have I done? They'll think he's... Oh, no. Telephone. I must telephone. But Lil, she'll wonder where I've gone. I've given her all my money.
Yeah, Wally. take a look at this. Here, take this bottle from me, will you? Joe? What is it?
What time is it, darling?
I don't know. The pub was just opening, just after 6, I should say. Why?
Give me 10 bob. Do you get any change? I need some silver. I have to telephone. I won't be long, love.
What is it?
Well, I've just got to telephone someone.
You're not going gambling, are you? You haven't got the bug. You're not betting on tomorrow's races or anything like that, are you, Joe? There are all those bills to be paid.
I know, love, I know. No, I'm not gambling, but I need it, please. I'll be back in a little while. It's just that... Please, Lil.
All right. Here you are. Joe?
It's all right, love. Would I be too late with the phone call? Would they bury this poor guy Maxted, not knowing he was a cataleptic, thinking he was dead? This would be the model of the doctor's consulting room where he's passed out. Can I speak to Dr. Miller, please?
Dr. Miller's gone abroad. He's been away for the last 6 weeks.
Abroad? Oh, no. Have you taken over his practice, sir?
No, I'm not a medical man. But if you're in need of a doctor, there must be plenty.
Oh, no, isn't that... You don't know which hospital Dr. Miller was at?
I'm afraid I can't help you. I must go. My wife's shouting. The dinner's on the table.
I'm sorry. Thank you. And then another thought seared my brain. A hole in the ground. A long wooden box and a man being buried. Being buried alive. And a shovel. Heaping earth on the wooden boards. There must be a Maxted in the telephone directory. There was 14 Maxteds. Everyone alive and bad-tempered.
No, I have no relatives who suffer from a cataleptic illness. There are plenty of other Maxteds in the book. Try them.
I have. You're Mr. Zachariah Maxted. You're the last on the list.
Well, I can't help you.
What now? Do I go along to the police and say, look, I stole a man's wallet. Somebody might be shoving him in 6 foot of earth. What do I do? I decided to sleep on it. Sleep. That's a laugh. Oh, that's buried alive. Love you, Lil. Love you. Please. Pinching white.
They're putting me in a wooden box. And it's your fault, Joe Addis. I'm struggling for breath. They're going to bury me. Bury me deep. But not deep enough, Joe. Get me out of this or I'll make you suffer here on earth and in the beyond.
Get 3 5s. Get the taste. 3 5s by State Express. Get the taste of international success. The taste that's uniquely 3 5s. Only when no expense is spared in its making can a cigarette taste so right, so smooth, so satisfying. 3 5s. Get the taste. The taste that State Express created for you. The taste that has made 3 5s the king-size cigarette of international success. Get 3 5s. Get the taste.
Joe Harris had better do something about it pretty soon. Otherwise, the poor, unfortunate cataleptic gentleman will be stiff with cold. But let us see what he does do. I didn't know what to do. It was less than 6 hours since I saw that chap Paul. Maybe he's still there. Maybe if I go back to Duke's Lane, he'll still be lying there.
Joe?
Sorry, I didn't want to wake you up.
It's the middle of the night. Where are you going?
I won't be long.
No, Joe, you're not going anywhere. I thought you'd been acting strange. Oh, Joe, I know I've nagged you and threatened you, but it was only because you were getting so down, so beaten. I love you, Joe. I don't want you to be doing anything that will put you in prison.
It isn't that at all.
Well, what is it?
All right, Lou, I'll tell you. And then you'll see why I have to go. And so I told her. Told her the whole story of how I robbed a man I thought was dead. A corpse that had no use for the 50 quid in his wallet. So you see, I've got to find him. Or find out where they've taken him. Don't think he's dead, Lou.
Joe, somebody will have found him by now. He's probably lying in bed fast asleep. People who have these sort of fits soon recover.
No, they don't. After I'd found all the Maxters I could, I went into the Hornsby Library and I looked it up. Unless they get assistance, they can stay that way for days. By then, they'll bury him. And you know what that makes me? A murderer. I'm letting a man die for 50 quid.
Oh, no, Joe. Why don't you phone the police station? Why don't you phone the Hornsby police station? Tell them that... Oh, no, Joe, no, you can't do that. They'll call you a thief and put you away. Look, I'm getting dressed. I'm coming with you. Where did you say it was? Duke's Lane. Joe, let's pray he's still there.
Well, that might be worse. He might have died for lack of attention. Let's pray someone saw him and took him to hospital and they realised he wasn't dead.
It's a copper.
It's a bit nippy this time of the morning, isn't it? Going off night work, are you? What?
Yeah, that's right.
There was a little commotion in Duke's Lane a few hours ago, so my friend Phyllis told me. Something happened in Duke's Lane.
Oh, yes. Just before I came on duty. The postman saw a bloke lying in the lane here, dropped dead.
Dead?
They sure he's dead?
So the police surgeon said. Why? Know anything about it?
No, we don't know anything about it. It was just that... Well, we wondered if it was anybody we knew, that's all.
Oh. Well, I believe they've identified him all right. If you nip round to the station, they may be able to tell you.
Oh, I don't think it's anybody we know. Oh, come on, love. Too cold to stand here chatting. Let's go off to bed.
You two married? He should have been in bed ages ago. Or rather, good morning.
Let's go to the police station then.
No, Joe, no. You'll have to explain about the wallet. Besides, this policeman doesn't really know. Please come home.
But, Lil...
It's no good, Joe. We're going home. Come on. Some more coffee, Joe?
No, thanks. Look, it's no good. We've got to go to the police. We're committing murder. It's 2 days now. I didn't sleep a wink all night last night. Kept having nightmares. Hearing Maxted's voice pounding in my brain. Pounding my brain. Telling me to save him before it's too late.
You're the only one that can save me, Alice. They're burying me this afternoon. They're putting me in a coffin and they're going to cover me with earth. If you allow this to happen to me, you're a murderer, Joe Alice. A murderer, do you hear? You'll be punished. Punished.
He kept saying I'd be punished.
But you said yourself it's only a nightmare. All right, don't you go. I will. I'll say that I know... What was his name?
Maxted. Harold Maxted.
I'll say I know him and he's a cataleptic. That's it. I'll go there right away. Excuse me?
Oh, no. Aren't you the young lady I saw down Duke's Lane the other night?
Yes, that's right. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. You know we were talking about someone who dropped dead that afternoon. Well, were you able to identify him?
Yes, we were able to identify him all right. Why?
He's a cataleptic. He's not really dead, you know.
Oh, don't be funny. Got the card here. They're burying him this afternoon. He's in the Hornsey mortuary. Cardiac failure. This is the release for the body for him to be buried, signed by the police surgeon, Dr. Herbert Spencer. He may have been a cataleptic, I don't know about that, but he died of heart failure. Being buried in a pauper's grave at Hornsey Cemetery, 3 o'clock this afternoon. Did die of heart failure, indeed. Not dead.
Oh, well, maybe I'm being a bit silly. Thank you, Constable. Good night. Surely, Dad, the death certificate was signed by the police surgeon.
Oh, what did that copper know about cataleptics? Had the doctor known he was a cataleptic? I'm going to stop the burial.
You can't, Joe, you can't. Won't you tell the police about that wallet? Where are you going, Joe?
I don't know. Get drunk. I don't know anything anymore. Even my glass of beer went sour in my mouth. I bought it with blood money. The blood of Harold Nexted. I left the pub and walked. So they were burying him in a pauper's grave, were they? I didn't ask my feet to move towards the cemetery. It seemed as though they didn't belong to me. They were burying him as I got there. A minister, a grave digger, and an old man. Obviously the caretaker, plus a police sergeant. I wanted to shout, Don't put him in that grave. He's not a corpse, he's alive. Couldn't. Those 3 stripes on a copper sleeve seemed to represent a number of years I might get for stealing and for withholding information. I ran from the cemetery as though I were running from the vengeance of Maxted himself.
Hello, Joe.
They buried him, Miller. I saw them do it. A cheap wooden coffin. Or maybe it's a good thing the coffin was a cheap one. Maybe the death watch people got it in. Maybe there are holes in it. Maybe the poor swine will be able to breathe. 50 measly nicker. 50 rotten pounds, and I've turned myself into a murderer. But you'll nab you too. They'll say you were part of the conspiracy. What have I done to you? What have I done to us?
Nothing, Joe. All right, so you pinched his wallet when we were both starving. No one can have you up for murder.
Well, it's beside the point now, isn't it, Lil? He's down there struggling for breath, isn't he? He won't be struggling for long. I don't know anything about cataleptics, but you can't be nailed inside a coffin underneath 6 foot of earth for long. Look out the window, Lil. It's got dark already.
It's winter, Joe.
I know the grave, Lil. I'm going back.
Joe.
You're not going to stop me, Lil. I'm going back and I'm going to get him out of that grave. Please, Lil, I've got to.
I'll come with you.
Oh, no, I couldn't bear that. I've got to do this on my own.
Suppose he's too heavy for you. You're not strong, Joe.
It's a pauper's grave, Lil. They didn't take much trouble with him.
But why a pauper? With all that money in his wallet.
That makes it worse, doesn't it? Maybe they couldn't raise his relatives. What with his doctor gone away and everything. Here, Lil, get me that hammer out of the drawer. It's got that thing at the end for taking nails out, and that piece of mirror.
All right. Here you are. I hope you're right. But you know what you're doing.
It's the only way, Lil. The only way. So here I am, and it's too late. He's dead, all right.
Blimey, young man, I wouldn't be in your shoes, not for nothing. Just a minute. What did you say this bloke's name is?
Maxted. Harold Maxted.
Oh, no, it's not.
What?
This bloke's name is Sidney Fraser. Are you sure it's the same bloke?
Positive. No, it's the same bloke. His accusing face follows me around, sleeping and waking.
Oh, you young man, come and have a look with me. We don't give them much of a tombstone, these paupers. There you are. Sidney Fraser. Born February the 6th, 1920. Died December 4th, 1967.
Well, I've told you everything. They've given him the wrong name.
You better tell that to the police constable. Oh, I'm sorry about this, young man. I warned you. I thought I was too old to tackle you on my own. When you started opening that grave, I ran to the cemetery office and phoned the police.
Oh, well, it's almost a relief in a way.
Hello. What's going on here? Oh, it's you again. Your missus was in the police station this morning with some nonsense about... digging up a grave, are you? There's something fishy going on. When I told my sergeant that your wife came in and said we were burying someone who's a cataleptic and not dead, he nearly strangled me. So I should have taken full particulars. So I ought to charge you both with causing a public nuisance. This fella, Sidney Fraser, has had heart trouble for years.
Huh?
Sometimes an ordinary hospital had the pleasure of his company. More often than not, it was a prison hospital. Our police sergeant warned him that he hadn't got long to live. And your wife comes in with a cock-and-bull story about burying him alive. As if we didn't know him. Sidney Fraser. In his day, he was the finest pickpocket in Hornsey.
Pickpocket?
Why, only the other day we had a complaint from Mr. Maxted that someone had stolen his wallet. Bloke jostled him at a bus stop and then started running. From his description, we knew it was Sid.
He picked Max's pocket. He wasn't a cataleptic. He was a pickpocket.
Yeah. You better pull yourself together. What are you doing here, and why is this grave open?
Oh, Constable, our young friend here got a bit mixed up. I opened the grave to show him he was mistaken.
Then why did you ring the police saying there was a suspicious character lurking in the cemetery?
Well, seems I was mistaken, that's all, Constable. In fact, we were both mistaken. Weren't we, young man? Hey. Pickpocket. Cataleptic.
Somebody should have told Joe Harris that lifting wallets from cataleptic gentlemen is a most grave offense. In fact, it is likely to incur a most stiff penalty.
Get 3 fives. Get the taste. 3 fives by State Express. Get the taste of international success. The taste that's uniquely 3 fives. Only when no expense is spared in its making can a cigarette taste so right, so smooth, so satisfying. 3 fives. Get the taste. The taste that State Express created for you.
Well, I think we don't have to play the rest of their ads from the old radio drama. But here we are. Well, I'm back, and well, you've come to the end of the episode. I want to thank you for sticking with me. For you Scarefest fans, I want to say, well, I'm sorry. Let's see. Now, yes, we did blow up Rupp Arena, so no Scarefest this year, but well, we look forward to the festivities next year. But what we're going to do now, of course, we have our game. Of course, if you went to the group as normal, you will have seen our game in there. We've got some socks, some in keeping with our show today. With I asked for socks that perhaps with your favorite horror icons on them, and a hashtag of your county that you wish for me to destroy with the lasers that we've saved up today from our broadcast. So now let's see here. Let's go and see which one of those is the one we're going to be going with. And but before we do that, let's. There we go. You see that we've got our Louisville Halloween website. You're going to want to check that out, of course, and see all the wonderful stuff there. You see Danger Run. You're going to want to check that out. You're going to see me as part of that this year. You'll also want to check out Pope Lick, and of course they got Halloween in the Garden. A lot of fun stuff out on their website right now. And let's see, as we're going through here, let's get on to the game. And as you can see, ooh, a little peek behind the veil here as we get up here. As you can see, I picked a really great picture. My favorite pair of socks. There we got Elvira. Of course, I'm a big fan of Elvira. As you might imagine, she has a lot of assets. And we got our wonderful pair of socks there. We got a lot of great comments here with some socks. You know, the one that really stood out to me, see, we got this Dan Nation fella. He's a moron. Of course, you're not going to pick Bourbon County, you moron. We got Jacqueline Gross. Oh, that's a good, we got a, on hers, you see, we've got a lot of different horror icons. She kind of went for broke there. Then we got John Hall of Pulaski County. Has got Rob Zombie Socks. That's pretty cool. Heather, she didn't post socks at first. She just wanted to really destroy Martin County. But you know, I insisted that we do employ some socks. I think these funny looking socks, looks like somebody throwing some spices or something. I think. Then we have what is this? Chainsaw Massacre? Is that right, computer?
Michael Myers.
Oh no, Michael Myers. Is that who that is? Let's see. Get a little closer look here.
His face looks like leather.
I think you're right. That's Leatherface. Leatherface. Oh, that's a nice pair of socks. Tube socks, I think. Someone just printed this on a pair of tube socks. I am really impressed. And look, he said Meade County. Meade County. You know, I have always wanted to destroy Meade County simply because, you know, they give this illusion that they're making really old bread. But they're not doing that. So I want to destroy them for my revenge with lasers. Just like CJ Relder there with his, not COVID, lots of fumes in this place. Yes, Meade County, your time is up, my friend. Yes, so let's just get the satellite ready. What do you see there? We've stored up all of that good radio drama audio and, you know, video with my dirty socks, animated to your liking, with all of our buttons poorly glued onto it.
All right.
You know, a lot of good stuff there. Okay, we saved all that up in the Dornake'S satellite, and I think we're ready to go ahead and laserfy Kentucky. Are you all ready for this? Let's get the map up there and get ready to explode! I love seeing that. Goodbye, Kentucky.